It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On first down, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll run on first down. Jones, he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
We have so many different terms for third down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Flushed out right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Rodgers again now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On play action, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Brady. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Touchdown, Eagles! Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Brady.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make this a second down. On play action, now Brady. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. On first down, Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The second back at the 36. Marcus Epps able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And just a yard to go here on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second down, another shot for Jones. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. That catch good for only a couple.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down and 7. Now a play fake. Brady. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another run with Sanders, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into the secondary, past the 40. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right, with this deficit, this stage of the game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run here with Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Now Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
Brady now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Brady to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive?
This one swung out here to Jones.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 11 now.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brady now on 1st down. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Brady.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and we will play on here in overtime. So 3 field goal attempts for him, 3 misses so far.
And Brandon, he hasn't looked right from the start. Even going back to pregame warm-ups when we were watching him, our producer Ben Hallmiller pointed it out. I don't know if it's an injury or what, but he definitely doesn't look like himself, that's for sure.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime. They have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter. And if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But boy, how bad do you feel for him? The opportunity to win it with a field goal at the end, and it doesn't go through the pipes.